Is the whiskey in this box worth the price that they're charging for it? Let's find out. Hey everybody, and welcome back to With or Without Whiskey. I'm Ryan, and today I thought we would do something a little bit different. I'm going to try and do a new series called Bargain or Bust, where I do a blind tasting of a whiskey and see if it's worth the price that they're charging. I had my sister pick out a bottle, pour it into this glass, and then put it in this box. So at the end of the episode, I'll show you what I'm drinking. I'll try and guess the type of whiskey it is, the proof it's at, and most importantly, what it costs. The rules are simple. I'm going to smell the whiskey, I'm going to taste the whiskey, and I'm going to decide how much I think it should cost. If I'm willing to pay more than what it costs, it'll be a bargain. But if I'm not, it'll be a bust. So, let's get into it. All right, so judging by the color alone, it kind of looks like a bourbon, but again, with added coloring, you never know. So let's get into the nose. Okay, I'm getting some cherries, some dark fruits like plums, maybe a little bit of raisins. It smells very gentle, like I'm not getting any rye spice on that, so it's leading me to think that it's not a rye whiskey. There's a little bit of honey, a slight amount of oak, and a good amount of like almost grape. All right, let's try it. Okay, that actually is a little spicy. I'm getting cinnamon, I'm getting cloves, and I'm getting a heavy oak on that. It's a little dry on the finish, and there's a little bit of char in there too. Let's try it again. It tastes, I don't know. Yeah, there's oak in there. There's a little bit of earthiness, but it's mostly like oak, char, a little bit of cinnamon, maybe a little bit of honey too. It doesn't drink hot, like high proof, but it does have a good amount of that cinnamon clove spice. I'm not sure on this one. Let's go one more. Yeah, it's not too complex. There's, like I said, there's oak, cinnamon. It's a little dry. I'm not sure on that. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna say it's a bourbon. I think it's a high rye bourbon though. For the proof, I'm gonna say it's 80 proof. It's definitely not drinking hot at all. And the price, I'm gonna say it is 40 bucks. Let's see if I'm right. But before I do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Not only does it show support for the channel, but it helps other people find us as well. And if you think this series is a good idea and you enjoyed watching it, let me know in the comments below. All right, so I have my little reveal box here. So, the whiskey in question is High West, High Country. So, I said bourbon on this one, and I was definitely wrong on that. This one is an American single malt. Now, with American single malts, it doesn't have to be 100% malted barley. It only needs to be 51%. So there could still be some corn in this one, giving it kind of that bourbon flavor. I'm not really too sure. This is a relatively new bottle. I haven't really looked into it yet. 44% alcohol, so 88 proof. So I wasn't off by that much. The part where I was pretty off was the price. I said 40 bucks on this. and I paid about 80. So let's check out some of the tasting notes. It says the tasting notes are toasted marshmallow, so I said kind of like a charred taste, so that's kind of right. Roasted walnuts, I wasn't really getting too much nuttiness on that. And honeycomb. Okay, yeah, I definitely got honey on that. So pretty close with the tasting. So High West, High Country, I'm gonna have to say it's a bust. It was okay, but it's not worth 80 bucks. If it was $40, then yeah, it'd be a home run. But at 80, it's definitely not worth it. And I think this one's 2 years old too, so didn't really have that much complexity. Well, that does it for today's episode of With or Without Whiskey. If you enjoyed this episode and you think this will be a fun series to do, then let me know in the comments below. So remember, guys, no matter how busy you are, there's always time for a drink with friends. Stay safe, everyone.